Hey everybody, welcome to Shift Happens, week number 278. See how well I do? Very good. Thank you, John. Press all done. Oh, you're the one that's dead now.
He's the superstar putting these together.
Yeah.
Stuff.
So all the cool clips and everything you see, that's this guy.
Yep.
We appreciate that.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Well done. Okay. So this week, all about Dr. Mike.
Isn't that every week?
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah, but even more so this week.
Sometimes I dream that he is me. You got to see that's how I dream to be.
I dream I move, I dream I groove, like Mike, if I could be like Mike. Yeah, I try
We'll see next week how the Bears and Broncos do.
That'll be quite the week. We'll see.
That'll be interesting.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, so we'll talk next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Tell the story first. I listen.
So, my family and I started going to a chiropractor when I was, I think, 19 years old, I think. My dad and I were playing basketball at our local YMCA, noon ball with a bunch of guys. Chiropractor happened to be playing with us. He and his brother played all the time with us. His brother was an insurance guy in town, and so we were just playing. My dad was complaining of his shoulder hurting him, and he was like, "Hey, why don't you come to the office and I can check it out for you and see if I can help?" My dad's like, "How can chiropractic help with this?" Long story short, Dad went to the office, started getting adjusted, started getting better. Then he started bringing each one of us, the rest of the family in. I've got 2 sisters and a brother, and then obviously my mom. So we all started going, getting adjusted regularly.
I blocked out Dr. Matt.
Okay, thanks. And noticed how much better, one, I was performing in school. I was going to college playing sports, track and football, and I just noticed performance level wise, and I wasn't getting injured like I had in high school as much, which was a huge thing. So then, never given the thought to being a chiropractor, but one day I was in his office, and he was asking me, "What are you going to school for? What are you studying? What's the future for you?" And I was like, I don't know. I was going into natural science or something at that point, just kind of general degree, and was looking into strength and conditioning or nutrition or I don't know. And what it was, I changed so many times. But he was like, "Well, have you ever thought about being a chiropractor?" And at that point, obviously, no, I hadn't. But after he asked me that simple question, I started paying attention more what he did in the office and how much fun he had. How everybody that walked in the door loved it. His CAs, the front desk ladies, were amazing. It was just really fun to go into that place. And when you're talking about going to a healthcare place, you usually don't think of it being fun. You think of it as you got to go get something fixed, or we got to go get this or that or whatever. But this was totally different. And so I started looking into it, quickly made the decision that's what I was going to do. School, up to that point, I'd always been a decent student, but had never really been motivated to achieve anything great because I didn't have any clarity on where I wanted to go. And after that, school got easy. I was much more motivated, and it was just a huge change for me as far as the direction of where things were going. So it was pretty cool. So
that really picked up quick. I mean,
it did.
Dad got adjusted, and then he brought the entire family in.
Yep, that's why we do that here, because that was my experience, and I wouldn't want it changed for the world. So
Just one question.
yeah, simple question.
Sweet.
So, what else did you want to know?
Why did you get adjusted?
Why do we get adjusted? For the very fact that I know that my body functions better and my body can adapt to all the stresses that I'm going to come up against in my life. There might be some bigger stresses here coming up soon that we're going to have to take care of, but we'll leave those unmentioned. But I'm willing to hit them face on. I'll just make sure these boys are adjusting me a little bit more often to take care of that. So, but just so that my body functions better, my kids are so much healthier. They adapt so much better when they are sick. It's much shortened time period that they have to go through those things. It's not that they don't get sick, or that I don't get sick, or my wife doesn't get sick, but when we do, our body, we know, functions so much better. And after we're done, and once our body has adapted properly, then our body's that much healthier, because it's been able to combat whatever it went up against, and wasn't minimized or wasn't depleted by using something that could have harmed us, or created less of a proper response like it was supposed to. So
Side
it's
effect.
not that we won't ever use any of those things if it's necessary, but we always do the best we can to let our bodies do the work like it was designed to. So.
Sweet. All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Say peace out. We'll see you next week.